Hey guys, it's Hustlemon and cheers for dropping by on today's video. Look, if the title hasn't given it away, then I'm going to go ahead and explain it. But firstly, just a brief introduction to myself. We're looking into the world of Pokemon and seeing how we can build up our portfolio and hustle our way to get a better investment and return in the future. So that's where the name Hustling and Pokemon get combined into Hustlemon. Simple as it gets. So yeah, just wanted to drop that information in there for yourselves because I'm still relatively new into the YouTube world. So I appreciate for you dropping by onto one of my earliest videos out there. And yeah, simple as it gets. In today's video, if you got £100 and you're interested in investing in new school Pokemon cards, then hopefully this video will be able to give you a bit of a guideline and assist you. Maybe you are looking into increasing your current portfolio. Maybe you're just starting because you're one of the new school fans and re-emerging yourself back into Pokemon, and you just want to get a bit of a guideline. At the end of the day, £100 I think is a modest budget. There's a lot of like YouTubers out there that go, oh, invest £100 on this one card. I can tell you to do the same, but not everyone's got that to build up a portfolio with. Unfortunately, we don't all have that expenditure to spend on a card. And like I said, we're looking at that maximum return for that investment. So yeah, that's simple as it gets. And look, guys, you're not going to go wrong in investing in the new school Pokemon cards, because I consider this right now the Wild West and the Gold Rush period of Pokemon history. You got collectors, you got investors, you got enthusiasts, you got standard Pokemon TCG fans and fans of the games all mixed into one. And because of that reason, there's just like tons of methods you can invest in Pokemon cards. There are obviously key cards you want to keep an eye on, so don't buy any old stuff. But this is why my channel will hopefully be able to assist you guys with this matter. And yeah, look, just with the power of some video editing, I don't know if it's going to be on my left or my right. Either way, I'm going to establish some house rules in place so you can see everything that I'm going to have in today's video, what we're going to be primarily focusing on. So yeah, like I said, that will be somewhere on the screen. And like I mentioned in today's video, we're focusing on new school cards only. So what do I mean by that? I mean from cards from 2020 onwards, the COVID boom cards. It's the COVID boom era, as I like to consider it. Obviously, Pokemon had a mass return of audiences when everyone was sat at home and all these pack opening videos became popular. So yeah, I'm going to be looking into that in particular era of cards, but I have made a video where I just talk about strictly the original Pokemon cards back in 1999 and 2000. So again, that'll be somewhere over here in the video in the description. You can go ahead and check that out. That's my first ever video on YouTube, so I appreciate anyone that shows some support on that. So with that all being said, as it went last time, we're going to look into 6 cards, like the 6 Pokemons you can keep by your sides, and we're going to have that budget of £100. So all these 6 cards, if you have that £100, you should be able to get all 6 of them right now. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright, to kick it off, guys, I mean, you've probably already seen in the background because I've been staring at the screen for a long time now, and that is the Pikachu illustration rare from the 151 set. Of course, I'm going to have to put a Pokemon from the 151 set. That is the era that we're in right now. It's the only thing that people rave about, and Pikachu is the face of Pokemon. Look, if you're going to make a special edition card, you're going to buy that has Pikachu in there. It's always going to be a smart investment. He is the mascot, the icon behind the Pokemon series. And what I really love about this card is this artwork. Honestly, it's beautiful. You got so many Pokemons from the 151 era. Look, it's like an Easter egg hunt on. Honestly, like Jigglypuff, Growlithe, Gengar, Psyduck there in the background, Nidorans. You can honestly spend some real good time just admiring that artwork. It currently ranks about, well, I say ranks, but it's valued about £22 at a near mint condition. And to be fair, that is the English version. The Japanese version is a lot more cheaper. I've even seen just right now an ace graded version of this for about £28. That is a bargain, but obviously we're focusing on the English cards because that is the method that I like to collect. Obviously you might have people that are fans of that, but I would definitely say you can't go wrong investing either or. You're just going to have to spend more on the English variant, unfortunately, of this card in comparison to its Japanese counterpart. But yeah, either way, beautiful card. Definitely want to get hold of this. It is going to be one of the things that stands out from the 151 collection in the long haul as well. So next up, guys, we got something that I've honestly never seen another Pokemon YouTuber look into as much in depth or even advise this card, and I don't know why. I honestly am a bit confused as to why I've not seen anybody else mentioning this, especially for the budget value it is, and that is the Pikachu Holo from the McDonald's 25th anniversary. I know on PokeValue at the moment of time it says, hey, you can get this for about $6.50. It's mainly about £11 because the value of these cards do shoot up. Look, with it being a McDonald's promo, it's a good low cost investment because the cards obviously people can get hold of quite easily, but get sorting after that Holo is that one that everyone goes for that chase. With it being that 25th anniversary, that benchmark, that silver jubilee as you like to call it, the card is going to be sought after for that longer term investments when eventually McDonald's may team up with Pokemon for that 50th year anniversary release, and then people are going to have that member berries hit once again, and they're going to think, oh, can I get the 25th year anniversary of this card? And that is where the price of that card will be sought after for these investors and these enthusiasts in the long haul. So yeah, it's a strong investment. It's a good price as well. Unfortunately, I never managed to get hold of one in 2021. But at this moment of time, the cheapest I could see it is £11 over here. You could probably might be able to hustle for some people if you hit that love heart button, and they might be able to send you an offer. I always recommend in doing that. But there's quite a few people out there that have listed the 25th anniversary card in common. You want that Holo one. You only get the Holo one, guys. Don't bother with the common card. It's not going to hold that value. The Holo is the one that's sought after. And at the end of the day, it completes that set as well, being the 25th card of the 25 cards that have been released in that McDonald's anniversary. Honestly, I can't complete any investment without mentioning Charizard, and I really wanted to avoid using Charizard EX on this particular run just because so many people have covered it and said it, but I'd be doing an injustice. At the end of the day, if you got the budget of £100, this is going to be one of the more expensive cards at about £40 right now. I would say you're going to need to spend on it. The Charizard EX from Obsidian Flame, look, it's iconic. It's so valuable. It's sought after by the younger audiences as well. The card design itself is beautiful, and I mean, look at that. Honestly, it stands out. At this moment of time, you see on PokeValue it says about £55 as its value. I would definitely not pay £55 for it, or 52 rather. You can easily find this on eBay for around the 40 quid for time frame. Obviously, do not get bamboozled. That is not the card that you want. You want to get this hold of. £35 over here, great value right over there for that card. I think that might even be near mint. Shall we have a look? Oh, near mint condition. Hey man, that is actually a great price. So there you go. I've given you guys a 40 quid budget. You got one over there for 40. There's quite a few sellers that are selling it around the 40 quid mark frame. So yeah, you want to get hold of this card. It is definitely going to be a sought after card in the future just because of how much nostalgia how people are going to hit on this later on down the line, and the love and the passion that people are sorting after this card when it initially got released. It was that traction that audience had when they were sat there watching Obsidian Flames packs being opened up on YouTube, and everyone got screaming their heads off when they got this Charizard EX. So 100% this is a card that you're gonna have to invest in. Like I said, I wanted to avoid it because I feel like a lot of YouTubers have covered it, but I'll be doing you guys an injustice if I don't say to you guys this is something that you want to go ahead and grab hold of as soon as possible. Next up, guys, we got a Pokemon outside the original 151 set. And if you know me, I try to avoid Pokemons that is not part of the 151. But there are exceptions, and the Eeveelution has to be one of them exceptions. Eevee is just a massive fan favorite out there, and any card of hers that is part of the set from that you can get hold of is going to be attracting fans out there. Sylveon, look, the card itself is beautiful. It's eye-catching. Look at how much like artwork and detail behind it. To be honest, it's part of the Trainers Gallery subset, so it's actually known for that design and artwork as well. So you got that hit behind it as well. Obviously, the popularity of Eevee is huge right now. You got casual fans that recognize the Eevee out there. You got newer school audiences as well. You got people from the games because it's just cool having an Eevee. Then you get the choice of what stone you want to put on. You want to put on the thunder, the water, the firestone, etc. How you're going to involve your Eevee. So with that all being said, £18 for this card from this in particular set is definitely worth getting hold of. I was actually very lucky. I got a £18 like EX box, a collector's box, and I got this out of one of my pulls. Honestly, I was really chuffed when I saw that drop in. Like I said, £18, not bad. I actually even see this increasing in value in the short term. I'd probably say about a year or two from this point on, it'd probably be about £25 for this card, and later on in the future it's going to probably double easily in price when we're talking about that long-term investment. There is an actual Umbreon VMAX that you can get hold of as a quick side note. That's about £10. So if you can combine them two as a duo, I think it's a nice little set for you guys to kind of keep hold of as a side-by-side collection, because especially if you're looking at longer collectors out there, some people just like to buy in bulk when they're talking about looking into like Pokemon cards. So definitely maybe worth getting that hold of side-by-side. But this is the chase one. This is the one that you want to get a hold of in this set. £18, get hold of it as soon as possible, because like I said, I do see this increasing in value in the near future. Okay guys, so we're going to bring the value down a bit now, so because obviously we're getting close to that budget being about £100, and this time round we were talking about Sylveon originally, then we had to talk about Eevee, and that's the Holo Secret Rare from Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars. £5 to be honest on this card, and I'm not going to lie, it's quite a cool design looking card. Like I mentioned, Eevee, cult following, fan favourite, secret rare holo version of this card is just not even a bad card to have, and it's really like inexpensive. What is the cool fact about Eevee? I mean, it's a cute Pokemon at the end of the day, and like I said, it's just the casual fans seem to love that sort of design behind it. The artwork alone with the card as well kind of gives that nostalgia and appeal towards it. £4 over there with the postage coming up to £5, £4.50 over there, not bad. You could probably even go to a local card shop and you might be able to pick this up a lot cheaper if they have it laying around. But yeah, definitely £5 budget. Go ahead and add this onto your portfolio, because it will 100% increase when it comes to the long-term investment side of things. Right, last card guys, and another card that I really think people are sleeping on, and I don't know why. I really do not know why it's so cheap. It's Ditto, the VMAX version from Shining Fates. Look, at this moment of time on Poké Valley it says £5.50. I'll be honest, you're probably looking at about £6-7 if you were to spend it online as well to get hold of. But another one of them cards where if you can get hold of this in person, this is where it's gonna probably shave off a few quids for yourself. It's a blue Ditto. I mean, look at the design alone. Ditto doesn't have much cool looking cards out there, but there seems to be more and more fans out there that are watching Ditto's reveals on TikTok, and again, that algorithm's going to be doing its work, and I think Ditto's price will eventually increase because of a result of that. Honestly, for me, Ditto is one of them Pokemons that do get slept on quite a bit. I'm really not sure what's the reason behind it. For me, it reminds me of that another 90s classic along with Pokemon. There's a movie called Flubber. For the newer school audiences that don't know about Flubber, it's one of them movies from the 90s that was kind of popular back in its days, but I think it might even I think Flubber might have even inspired Ditto. I don't know. In fact, no, it couldn't have, because I think Flubber came out in 1997. So maybe Ditto inspired Flubber. We never know. But again, guys, a card that you want to go ahead and invest in, a blue Ditto. It looks cool. I like the design. I do see the value of this card eventually increasing, because Ditto just again doesn't have as much like cool standout cards over there, and these are one of the more unique cards that you can get hold of him right at this moment of time. There we go, guys. That is the £100 budget spent on them 6 Pokemon cards. So hopefully it's giving you guys some inspiration and ideas of how you can go ahead and build your portfolio up. Like I mentioned beforehand in the video, it is the Wild West world out there when it comes to the Pokemon world. In particular, obviously, like I said, the newer generation set. So just a quick side note and a tip and advice. You're never going to go wrong if you invest in popular Pokemon characters. That is why everyone raves about the Scarlet and Violet 151 set. anything that has unique artwork as well is going to stand out in the future. And cards that are celebrated from like popular promo sets, again, these are all going to maximize your investment return in that future. So yeah, guys, that is my second video done on the YouTube channel. So hopefully you appreciated it. If you want to show some love, look, it helps out small YouTubers or people like myself. If you hit that like button, it gets that algorithm going as well. And yeah, if you want to come aboard and check out more Pokemon content, then hit that subscribe button as well. Appreciate it. At the end of the day, I want to quickly point out something as well. There's a lot of like Pokemon YouTubers out there from America, Australia, Canada, etc. And these are where you tend to see like more of the dollar signs being used. Obviously, I'm using pounds, and some people might be a bit confused. Like, hey, hold up, I can get these cards cheaper around my local region. Here's a simple factor: in the UK, we're a bit screwed because we have to tend to spend more on Pokemon cards than our counterparts across the world. I don't know how that's happened to come to be, but that is the simple truth. We spend more on sets, on packs, etc. So our card values tend to be a bit more expensive in purchasing and getting hold of in comparison to America or Canada, Australia, etc. So if you're watching this video across the pond or anywhere else, you might be like, I can get this cheaper. Yeah, enjoy that factor, because we're over here a bit stuck in the mud. Hopefully, the Pokemon world will become a bit more global in the price frame as well. But I just want to quickly point that out as a side note as well. Hopefully, like I mentioned, this video has been helpful. Cheers once again, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourselves.